Number 1. When you mention the original design of the first Gundam, most people will think about the color scheme of the G3. But did you know that the actual first design was radically different? Yeah, it's the machine on the left. And it's not just the design that was different either. Originally, the Gundam was going to be a powered suit. Number 2. The word Gundam is usually associated with a single, unique, prototype mobile suit. But did you know that there were actually multiples of the original? This is referenced as far back as in the first episodes of the original series, where Amuro is tasked with picking up spare parts that survived the Zaku's assault. These spare parts would then be cobbled together at Jaburo to make the second gun cannon and the testbed for magnetic coating, the G3 Gundam. Originally, there were 3 RX-78-2 prototypes. On top of that, some sources such as Gundam Historica even show limited production of the RX-78-1 prototype Gundam. Number 3. Let's give the word Gundam even less meaning. A fun debate amongst Gundam fans is always, what makes a Gundam, a Gundam? This becomes even harder when some machines that are called Gundams and even look like Gundams aren't actually Gundams. This is the case with the Hazels. Despite being called Gundams, they are actually Jim Quells, but with Gundam heads. Ironically meaning that those Gundams are instead some of the strongest Jims around. They had a very good reason to give them Gundam heads though. Psychological warfare. Number 4. The 08th MS team is a well-loved OVA with a great story and fantastic mobile suit designs. But did you know that the 08th MS team's MS-06JC Zaku ground type was originally just a normal MS-06J Zaku ground type? However, for some reason, the specifications given for the 08th MS Team Zaku differed in many ways from that of the original MS-06J. So, instead of changing the specs, they just changed the 08th MS Team Zaku's model number to MS-06JC and claimed that it was an upgraded model of the MS-06J. This change was made after they released the old high-rate model, so on its box, even on the reissues today, it still says MS-06J. Number 5. Anyone who has seen Victory Gundam was probably surprised by the way the first episodes are set up. The first episode was supposed to be number 4, so this change thrusts us right into the action, only with no idea what the hell is going on. After a confusing first episode, the following ones are essentially flashbacks to finally get us up to speed on what we just watched. We have the sponsors to thank for this. They really wanted the Gundam in the first episode. Thanks for that. Oh yeah, you know those weird motorcycles and land ships? Guess who we have to thank for that? They couldn't possibly be the same people who invented those online limited model kits, now could they? Number 6. Turn a Gundam and your androgynous main character. A popular fan theory is that Laurentius Hack was originally meant to be female. The theory goes that Tomino wanted a girl as the main character, but this idea was shot down by Sunrise. So, to give them the middle finger, he made the most female male character he could. Even to the point of cross-dressing. However, sadly enough, the fact is that we don't actually know. This theory was never confirmed, nor do we see any concept art of Floran as a girl. In fact, the concept art that does exist even shows him rather boyish in the early stages. I'm not saying that the theory is false, it's just that we have no proof. I guess Tomino was just going through a phase. Number 7. Shio Hahanumfus is a pretty popular side character, but did you know that she nearly escaped death? Nami Tamaki, who sung various Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed Destiny openings, was offered to be her voice actor, but she turned down the offer. Why did that save her, you ask? Well, remember the other 2 characters voiced by a celebrity? Both Miguel and Heine were voiced by Takanori Nishikawa, the guy from TM Revolution. They didn't live very long. So, Shio Hahanumfus fans, you can thank Nami Tamaki for saving her. Number 8. Many people consider Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam Hot Scramble for the Famicom as the first ever Gundam console game. But did you know that 3 years before that, a game called Robot Fight was released on the Atari 2600? It was only released in Europe and basically a missile command ripoff, with poor hit detection, and instead of shooting down missiles, you shoot down invading gun cannons. You can tell it's a gun cannon by looking at the cover. Number 9. Gundam Wing introduced a few things. Bishonens piloting Gundams, overkill, and trying to blow yourself up. Hero did it once, and then everyone tried it, but somehow failed. In Catra's case, his Gundam suddenly became sentient and threw him out. Did you know that Santrock actually had an AI installed, and not just any AI, an AI called Alice Mark II? You know, the one from Gundam Sentinel. Number 10. Let's end this list with a fun one. Did you know that with Mobile Suit Girls, Gundam is responsible for the Mecha Musume genre? In 1982, Mika Akitaka decided that Gundams are cool and girls are cool, so combining them would be double cool. And it looks like this crazy genius was right. I salute you. And that's all for this first 10 fun facts about Gundam you might not have known about. See you guys next time.